it is 2 o'clock. And this means hi, I'm the Space Quest Historian, and welcome to um, this thing, the SQH streams. And I'm just waiting for the inevitable audio echo from Twitch. No, it's muted. Oh, thank fucking Christ. It's like every time I start a stream, I'm just sitting there, like every muscle in my body tenses up and just goes, when is the echo gonna come in through the headphones? It did not. Today, I am echo free. This is fantastic. So hi, welcome to SQH streams. Now, I really wanted to keep playing Piss. Not just because it's a fantastic name for a game, but also because it's a really beautiful looking game and it's very interesting. Sadly, as you saw last Wednesday with David in tow, even two people couldn't figure out how to progress in that fucking game. So I'm just gonna take a break from it. Not a quick break, because a week is gonna pass before I get back to it. But so yeah, taking a break. Just to sort of figure out what the game wants from me, and by figure out, I mean pester Ben, who made the game, to reveal his innermost secrets to me. I actually wanted to get around to doing that earlier this week, but family stuff happened. I'm not going to bore you with those details. So anyway, what's going to happen is that I'm going to continue playing the Ben Jordan games instead. So actually, I should have started the video by just going, hi, welcome to the Ben Chandler and Francisco Gonzalez Appreciation Society. Today, we're going to be playing Ben Jordan 3, or Case 3, or whatever. This thing. Now let me just make sure that the game is... Ooh! Monkey Remix! Yeah! Let me just make sure I got everything set up here. We have got the... we've got the chat going, we've got everything cool, and we've got Siriar in the chat. So, everything is as it should be. I never get tired of that theme music, and I gather neither did Francisco when he was making these games. Alright, let's just dive in. Now, actually, just before we dive in, Ben Jordan 3 is different from Ben Jordan 1 and 2, for obvious reasons, and also that it doesn't have a special edition. So I can't really show you the special edition of this game because there is none. Francisco apparently only did special editions of the first two games to show that he had grown as an artist and as a human, or some shit. Anyway, so it's gonna be all Ben Jordan 3, all stream long. So for the next hour, hope you enjoy it. Syria says he doesn't hear music. That could be because... How's that? Think I may have just inadvertently turned down desktop audio as I was fiddling around with the settings earlier. So let me know if the music is too loud, if my voice is too soft, and all of that jazz. But let's just get in and watch the intro. We get an opening credits scene this time. Actually, I think there was one in the earlier games, but this one is fancy and has a moon in it. Case 3, the Sorceress of Smailholm. I get from the description on Francisco's webpage, gruntislavgames.com, that we are going to Scotland and deal with witches. The time draws near, my brethren. Soon it shall be time to prepare the sacrifice so that we may continue to live. Because everything is out to kill us, apparently. However, we must be wary in the coming days. As you know, the sacrifice is very important to all of us, and we cannot afford to have anything go wrong. Let's hope that asshole Bobbin Threadbare doesn't show up and fuck up our plans again. The cauldron has foreseen the arrival of a stranger who we must monitor very closely. Cauldron! Show us now the face of this newcomer. Fucking Ben pops up. Murdered, you say? That's awful. Yes, of course. As soon as we're done talking, I'll book a flight to Scotland with my amazing wealth. Don't worry, Mr. McBee. If anyone can solve your daughter's murder, it's me. Alright then, I'll see you in a couple of days. Wow. Ben's trust in his own abilities is just mind-numbing. Weird, I wasn't expecting to get international cases so early in my career, and what a case it's going to be. I'd better get out to Scotland. The following day. Okay, Ben is just, you call him up, he's on a plane. It's like... Hotel Smilholm. You didn't take a shower before you left? Dude. Getting right off the bat with the stereotypes there. Heck of a storm outside, isn't it? Aye. It's be a common occurrence this time of year. No, I am not doing a Scottish accent. Will you be wanting a room? Yes, please. I've come a long way and I need some rest. And a change of fucking clothes. Come on. From America, it sounds. Yes. My name is Ben Jordan and I'm a paranormal investigator. And everyone in the room just goes, oh god. Some local townspeople called me to investigate the murder of their 2 children. Aye, that'd be the McBees down the road. Terrible tragedy, that. But we can speak of these things later. Let me check you in first. Your room will be the furthest door on the right at the top of the stairs. Instead of the bottom of the stairs, just don't go to sleep on any of the tables. Here's your key. If you have any questions, my name is Marcus Tibbins. Welcome to the Hotel Smellholm. Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate it. Yeah, Syria says he also forgot his luggage at home. He certainly did. Ben is... Also, his sprite is like tilting backwards. He's like leaning backwards. Yeah, I got this. Okay, we are in control and jigging out to the fantastically stereotypical Scottish music. Let's just have a look around. Nervous man sits at the table and a man with a large hat is sitting by himself, lost in thought. And this dude, the Marcus Tibbins, the innkeeper, the Marcus Tibbins. And whatever's in here, the inway leads to the kitchen and the innkeeper's quarters, which is located in a small recess under the stairs, apparently. It's a very hobbity kind of thing. Alright, let's just go up and check out our new digs. We can pester everyone else in just a tick. Ooh, a moose head. Oh, Sierra fans will love the presence of the moose head. The decorative moose head hangs over the front door. Now, this thing made appearances in Leisure Suit Larry, the first game, and several other Sierra games. I think it's in Quest for Glory and a number of other games, Conquests of the Longbow and shit. So yes, hello Moosehead. Allow me to poke this key into your hugely inappropriately sized nostrils. You unlock your room and go in. It's a church, apparently. Holy shit. Now that bed is huge, and knowing Ben's proclivity for inappropriately romancing his clients, or at least attempting to, I have a feeling something awful is going to happen here. Yeah, Surya says there's a moose head in Quest for Glory 4, and I think there's one in the first game, and yeah, the moose head is everywhere. The Sierra moose head. It's kind of like Sierra's Chuck the Plant, you know, the meat-eating plant that shows up in a lot of LucasArts games. It's kind of their thing. I don't know. Let us mess with the candle. This is your room at the inn. It's not the candle. It's sparsely decorated, yet makes you feel at home. Alright, let's just poke around. No? No? Don't want to open the window? Well, let's just fucking go to bed. You've been traveling for a while, but you'd like to learn as much as you can about the town before bedding down for the night. Okay, so going into my room was pointless. The bed is huge for a reason. Yeah. Because I need a lot of space to move when he does his thing. Should he just go knock on people's doors? Yeah, let's do that. This isn't your room. Oh, the game knows that we're terribly mischievous. Alright, let's, Okay, I've seen my room. I am ready to question the hell out of you. Excuse me, Marcus. Yes, laddie? Alright, let's just find out where the hell we are, because Smellholm, apparently having perused quite briefly the README file of this game, is actually a real place. So this must be back when Grundislav started actually doing research for his games. I don't know. He probably did that for the first two, and I just never paid attention. Anyway, what can you tell me about the village of Smellholm? You'll find no finer place in all of Scotland. Everyone says that. Fucking tourist brochure line. Our village may be small, but our history is rich and diverse. We have many a sight to see, I'll tell you that. That was almost a Scottish accent, I'm deeply sorry. Unfortunately, I myself don't get much of a chance to get out there, what with running this inn and all. Yeah, I can see, it's a busy fucking night, too. If you want specifics, you'd better off asking someone else. As in, go to the fucking tourist bureau, I'm not your fucking guide. Okay, well, let's just wait a while before we spring the murders on him. Tell me about yourself. I reckon there isn't much to tell. My name is Marcus Tippins, and I run the Hotel Smellholm. I still have no idea how to pronounce that. We're just a local country inn, a meeting place for the townspeople to relax and have a pint, and a locale for the few tourists we get to rest for the night. And also rhymes, apparently. I've been running this inn for 15 years now. I thought it actually said 15 minutes. Taking over after me laddie, me daddy, and whatever. Someday, me son will take over the job, and the process shall continue as it has for 3 generations now. Otherwise, I will disown his ass. Do you know anything about the murders of the McBee children? He asked loudly, so the entire inn could hear it. Aye, 'tis a tragic day in our town's history. The 2 children were found out in the woods. The poor wee things had both their throats cut, he said with a grin for some reason. On the bodies we found strange markings. One would say they were almost ritualistic. That is awful. Who would do such a thing? For years there have been rumors of witches in the village, which is probably why they called my ass. The incident has done nothing but fuel those rumors. In fact, I've heard tell that a culprit has been captured and put in the town jail. Well, case done. Hop on a plane. Let's fuck off. But then for all I know, it's only a rumor. I've yet to go to the jail and see for myself. Okay, what do you know about witches? You see, there are witches in Smellholm, he said, unable to contain his excitement. Rumors is all I've ever heard, and I'm not a superstitious man, me. But there are plenty of, others in the village who wouldn't think twice about blaming witches for the ills that have plagued our town over the years, because we haven't really progressed at all in the last 100 years or so. As I already said, there are persistent rumors that a young woman has been captured in connection with the McBee children's murder. Oh, good. But again, you'd do better asking someone else, like the constable at the table over there. I see. Did anyone hear that? The point sound. It changed from a whoosh to a witch's cackle. Please let me know if you need me to turn the sound up. I have a feeling there's a lot more of that coming my way. Okay, the dude in the fancy hat has got to be the constable, right? Excuse me, how can I help you? Okay, who the hell are you? My name is Angus McGee, I'm the local constable. I have a very stereotypical name, as everyone in this game apparently does. My name is Ben Jordan, I'm a paranormal investigator. A pleasure to meet you. Hold on, did you say Ben Jordan? Yes, I certainly did. The famous Ben Jordan? Oh, so you're Ben... No, not that famous, apparently. There was a man in here looking for you earlier. There was? Yes, he said he was also in town conducting an investigation and asked if you had arrived yet. Ah, my reputation precedes me. People are out... other would-be paranormal investigators are out, chomping at my moolah. Who's the other investigator? Not very friendly at all. In fact, I'd say he was quite rude. Well, you haven't met me yet. I didn't catch his name, but he was definitely English. Ooh, hi, Summer. And you say something. Aye, he seemed particularly interested in meeting you and beating the snot out of you. If he intends to stay in town, he'll have to get room and board here, so you'll probably meet him yourself soon enough. I can't wait! Maybe I'll take him up to my king-size bed. There was that witch's cackle again. Serio, the witch's cackle comes every time I get a point. Which is fun. Okay. The drawback of being a celebrity is being copied by others. Yes, and we are such a huge celebrity. What with all the paranormal cases we've solved. We found a sunken galleon, and we tracked down a murderous Bigfoot. And apparently, the paranormal investigator circles are kind of tapped at this point, so we're basically the only thing going. That and the British rude gentleman that I hope we shall soon meet. What can you tell me about the village? It's a nice place, with little crime, except when throats get cut. You know, that stuff happens. I can tell you with no bias that this is one of the best places to live in the world. Sure, no bias. We've got some lovely buildings here in town. Cool, as opposed to what? And Smailholm Tower nearby, something. If you get some free time, I highly recommend looking around. Go see the sights. Buy some shit. Support our thriving tourism. What can you tell me about the recent murder? That's not in the brochure. Please be quiet. Ah, horrible, horrible business. Murder itself is bad enough, but when 2 children are killed, well, my boner just went down. Sadly. Well, it just makes you want to catch the bastards who did it even more and deliver justice yourself. Any ideas who might have done it? So I can pack up and go home, I guess? Well, yes, but it's purely speculative at this point. I'm thinking witches. Are you thinking witches? I'm thinking witches. The village is quick to turn to superstition, and accusations of sorcery and witchcraft have been thrown around. Again, you probably shouldn't put this in the brochure. You say there are witches here? That's what most people around here believe. I myself was raised to believe that there are witches in Smailholm, but I have yet to see any with me own eyes. Of course, the idea of real magic is easy to dismiss, but I've heard plenty of stories about people who claim to be witches and practice sick and perverse rituals. Come up to my room later. You'll horrid things like animal sacrifices, orgies, and stealing babies. Again, I'm having a party later tonight. You're free to drop in. Even though it's a dream living here, the village hasn't been spared from the influence of modern-day nutters, and apparently Dark Age nutters as well. Okay, Marcus says there's a rumor going around that you actually got a prisoner. It is true, but I just locked her up for the fuck of it. A young lady by the name of Mary Blaine. She was asleep in the woods the morning the children were found, and God knows, don't fall asleep in woods. But do you have any proof? You have no proof against her. Well, she was at the scene of the crime and claims to have forgotten how she got there. That's all the proof I need to arrest someone, because fuck due process. But she might not be guilty. Well, you can feel free to visit her in the jail once this rain stops. If you can somehow prove her innocence, I'll listen. How about you prove her some fucking guilt, man? After all, it'd be a shame to hang such a lovely young thing. The fuck? Hang? I thought they outlawed the death penalty in Britain. They did. Something. Accidentally skipped a line. Who cares? Come back if you want to chat some more about hanging. Ah, shit, I skipped something. Anyway, apparently he's big on hanging people who just nap in the woods. I mean, I'd hate to, be like a psychiatric patient with amnesia who just wanders around town, falls asleep at random places, and suddenly you wake up in jail and you're accused of slitting people's throats, and the constable bitch piss person here just standing over you going, well, you fell asleep in the wrong place. I guess we're gonna have a hanging tonight. I'm willing to wager just about anything that this asshole is one of the hooded dudes we saw in the intro. Okay, milady, what is your business tonight? Hello there. Yes, said the man with the giant ears. I'm just gonna come right out and say it. Have you heard anything about the murders recently? Of course, everyone in town, well, you would have heard. The McBee's 2 daughters were found dead in the woods with strange markings on their bodies. What do you think happened? I think someone put them in the woods and drew strange markings on their bodies. Now, this is clearly the work of local witches. You say there are local witches, as opposed to the imported witches that everyone else gets. This is the first time they've openly murdered children for all of us to see. You got tickets for that? But for years there have been strange disappearances in town. They've just been covered up so nobody panics. But I know better. I've seen strange lights and heard noises coming from the woods at night. Ease up on the whiskey, dude. It doesn't help that one of the biggest witch holidays is only 3 days away. Who knows what horrors await us all? Well, with me in town. I'm sorry, but this has gotten me very upset. Probably shouldn't have come out, right out the gate going, hi, what do you know about murders? We need to do some sightseeing, says Siriar, and yes we do, but it's raining, and we forgot to pack a coat, and just about everything else. I mean, probably doesn't even have a toothbrush with him. Ben is just an impulsive dude. He just ups and leaves his apartment, hops on the first plane, and I don't even think he buys a ticket. I think he just hides out in the loo aboard the plane, just, are we there yet? Who are you? Get out of there. Kind of thing. And then, it's too late. He's already on the plane. They can't just chuck him out with a parachute. Or maybe that's how he ended up here. Actually, the whole murder thing happened several villages over, but they just chucked him out of the plane. He landed here, and coincidentally, there happened to be another. I'm rambling. Let's just get on with the game. What can you tell me about yourself? I'd rather not if it's all the same to you. My disfigurement is really very private. Won't you at least tell me your name, though? Wallace Krim. Pleasure to meet you, Wallace. I am Ben Jordan. Likewise, I'm sure, but not really. Oh, I like the phrase, likewise, I'm sure. As in, I'm not really sure. For all I know, you might be a gigantic pissant. And there's actually a good chance that we are. What can you tell me about the town? Are there any local lasses I can escort up to my gigantic bed? Have you been living here my whole life? My whole life, actually. It used to be a nice place, but lately there's been strange things going on. But I'm just sticking around for reasons. I don't know what to think anymore. Take it easy. Goodbye. I thought he was giving him advice. I don't know what to think anymore. Well, take it easy. That's an idea. Okay, so let's just try and head outside. Fuck it. If we're gonna get a cold, let's get a cold. It's raining too much for you to be able to get anything worthwhile done outside. How did he get here? Did he hail a cab or something? Because as far as he just magically appeared in the village. Because I'm thinking Ben is one of those idiots who would walk all the way from the airport to here and then decide, it's a bit rainy, I'm not gonna go outside again. Alright, more chatting. Excuse me, see you later. Alright. Well, we've learned everything we need, and I'm guessing the kitchen is off limits to the likes of me, so let's head back in our room and catch some nighty-night. You unlock your room and go in. Here we go. Feeling satisfied that you've learned some valuable information pertaining to the case, you go to bed. And that was like 5 minutes of rest, and we're up again. First, Ben plays the real man who isn't afraid of raining, and then he gets afraid. Yes, well, Ben is a man of many talents. The best of all is that he's very good at bullshitting himself. Entering the lobby, you're quickly startled by a shrill and piercing voice. And it's not even yourself. I say there, are you Ben Jordan? Yes, who wants to know? I would appreciate it if you came down here and spoke to me face to face, young man. I can see your face from here. Don't need to get any closer. Okay, I'll be right down. Something tells me we're about to meet the rude English gentleman. Oh, that we actually have already met him. And, he looks very... Ben cleverly circumnavigates a table. So this is Ben Jordan, the great paranormal investigator. Somehow I was expecting more. No, wait just a second. Just who do you think you are to come in here? And Ben is actually scowling at this point. I am Percival Quentin Jones, PhD. I'm a professor at Oxford University and I specialized in criminology. Would you like to see my resume? I have come to this village to solve the murders of the two McPee children. Ha ha ha. Well, yeah, so have I. But yes, you were no doubt summoned by the superstitious fools who seem to think that there are witches involved. Yeah, that's kind of my thing. What of it? Such poppycock. I am here to conduct a criminal investigation, and I must tell you I don't need a so-called paranormal investigator muddling up my affairs. Okay, I'll stay out of your way if you stay out of mine, bitch. So I would appreciate it if you kept your investigations as far away from mine as possible. Now, look here, that's Professor Jones to you. No, I'm not an archaeologist. All right, Professor. I was called out here to investigate the murders, and I intend to carry out said investigation to the best of my abilities, which is none. I'm also not here to step on your toes, and I'd appreciate it if you did the same and stayed away from me. Very well. Then I hope we don't meet again anytime soon. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some real work to do. Cheese, what an asshole. Well, for once, Ben, we are in complete agreement. Okay. That was interesting. What an absolute douche. So, let's go grab a snack before we head outside. You can do that after you figure all this out. Did I just click Ben? Wait, oh, stop. Get back here, you piss. You piss. You can do that after you figured all this. Ooh, Francisco. Oh, you saucy person. Characteristic maturity. You have no business going back there. Can I steal a plate, like a commemorative one? Can I open a window? Can I lie down on the tables for some reason? No. Let's just head outside and see what we can find out. I'm guessing the rain has let up. Ah, so quaint and so peaceful and tranquil, and let's ruin that for everyone, shall we? For instance, what's this flower, and should we pick it? A single flower grows against the side of the inn's walls. We don't actually know if it's small yet. Let's pick it up, and you have more important things to do right now than picking flowers. Really? I don't think I do. Oh, sorry, the clicking the hand on Ben means, you know, usually in Sierra games, when you clicked your hand on yourself, like in Space Quest 4, it would go, no, don't, stop touching yourself, this is a family game, and, you know, it basically means use yourself. So Francisco is cleverly suggesting that Ben can go have a wank when he's done with the case. So that's basically his carrot. This is, you know, Ben Jordan, case 3, in search of the missing wank. This is his reward for the end of the game. He gets to pull one. Well, let's go and check out the jail. Well, hi there. Oh, let's not use the hand icon on her. Eh? An attractive young woman occupies the cell. I'll take your word for it. Let's just check out the wanted poster. You have no need for a wanted poster, and apparently doesn't want to read it either. All right. Let's just have a chat with her. Maybe she has some idea. Yes. Okay, are you Mayor Blaine? Mary Blaine. I am. My name is Ben Jordan. I'm a paranormal investigator. I have no reason to trust you now. Paranormal investigator, you say? That sounds interesting, and by interesting I mean really fucking laughable. So, Mr. Jordan, what brings you all the way from America to our village? You're the one in jail. I think that's a clue. Well, how can I put this lightly? You've murdered bitches, and I'm here to see if you're innocent or not. I'm here to investigate the murder of the Mabry children. Then I suppose you're here to question me, since I am in jail on accusation of that particular crime. Ooh, eloquent. Eloquent amnesiac. I figure as much. At least you seem kinder than the other fellow. Oh, that would be Professor Jones. Percival Quentin Jones. Aye, that's the one. I just realized I called 2 dead children bitches. It's one of those days. I'm sure you know the rumors of witches. Indeed, people in town have always thought me to be different. It must be the lipstick, my love. I suppose it's because I spend lots of time out in the woods. What else is there to do in Scotland? Don't answer that. I've lived in this village all me life. My parents both died in a car crash when I was 6, so I was raised by me grandmother. She was a bit eccentric, so the townsfolk used to say she was a witch. Since she raised me, I inherited the same accusations. Did we go through a time warp? Is this the 1500s? As a result, I've been falsely imprisoned on purely circumstantial evidence. Of course, the fact that I have no alibi is not helping my case. Enima Vince. I'm looking at the chat right now. Enima Vince. Welcome. Yep, Syriar says welcome to a person. And I'm also going to say welcome, even though I don't see the person has written anything, but yeah, cool. I'm still not quite sure how this whole Twitch thing works. Is there some place where I can see who's actually watching? Okay, I can see that there are 4 people watching the stream right now, which is a fucking record for me anyway. But anyway, I can't see who they actually are, so I'm just gonna take you guys' word for it. Grooving out to the techno remix here. Okay. And now I just messed up my entire setup here. So, okay, the chat is back and the game is back. Here we go. Excuse me. Actually, this might be as good a time as any to say hi to everyone who's joining. I'm the Space Quest historian. I play games and I make silly comments along the way, and I remember to stay hydrated. I also have a funny way of drinking. I am well aware of that. I tilt my head back as if, hello. As if I'm, that Star Trek episode, with the bulging neck and go, we wish to coexist peacefully. That's how it looks. I know that. Hi, Enema Vince. I really have to be careful not to say Enema Vince. I'm pretty sure that's not what you mean. See? Silly jokes. That's me. Okay, back to the game. Please feel free to chime in at any time if you have suggestions or just some, comments or dumb jokes I can,